If you live in Toronto or the GTA and you are looking for a change, you've come to the right place. By the end of this video, you're going to be messaging me saying, Scott, I want to move to Saskatoon. And in this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think you should be giving Saskatoon a serious look, moving from Toronto or the GTA and moving to Saskatoon. My name's Scott Ziegler. I'm a local realtor here in Saskatoon and I love my city. Be sure to connect with me on all my other social media channels. The link is in the description. I post a ton of content about Saskatoon and helpful real estate content. Also, there's a link to my calendar below after watching this video. If you think you want more information about moving to Saskatoon, jump into my calendar. I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. And lastly, leave a comment. Let me know specifically where you're watching from and why is Saskatoon on your radar. Okay, before we get into the 5 points, I want to let you know that point number 3 is going to blow your mind. When you hear point number 3, you're going to immediately message me and say, Scott, tell me more about that. I'm thinking about moving. And be forewarned, point number 4 is taboo. I've been told not to speak about it, but I think it's going to help you, so I'm going to mention it anyways. The first reason I think you should move to Saskatoon is the space. There's 5,000 people per square kilometer in the GTA. There's only 1,300 per square kilometer in Saskatoon. You just have so much more space here. There's room to breathe, room to grow, room to raise a family, to start a business, and not have so much congestion breathing down on you every single day. You have an opportunity to own a home or a condo here without having thousands of people living in tight quarters around you. And don't forget about the nature. We have forests and lakes and trails, literal minutes on the outskirts of the city limits of Saskatoon, so you have it all here. The second point is probably my favorite for you, and this is why I'm so excited for you watching this video. It's the financial quality of life. The housing costs in Saskatoon are a fraction of what they are in the GTA, like 50 to 75% less. Question for you, what would you do with all that extra money? Just moving around the GTA is so expensive. Commuting to and from work, to and from activities, people can hardly afford it. Those commuting costs in Saskatoon are virtually non-existent. What would you do with all that extra money? Our lifestyle costs are significantly cheaper here. Food, dining, groceries, entertainment, the fun that you're going to have here are all significantly more affordable than they are in the GTA. And lastly, your disposable income. 2, 3, 5 times as much disposable income. What would you do with that extra money? All right, point number 3. Are you ready to have your mind blown? There's a statistic that says you can buy 6 houses in Saskatoon for the price of 1 in the GTA. Like, are you kidding me? What would it mean for you to actually own a home? Not be spending 50, 60, 70% of your disposable income just on rent. What would it do for you financially to not only buy a home that's going to appreciate here in Saskatoon, but buy a couple of rental properties so that you can not only live more affordable, but retire wealthy through real estate? I know you don't believe me, but reach out to me. Let me prove how affordable our housing is here in Saskatoon. Okay, I warned you about point number 4, and it's taboo, but it's politics. There is significantly less political tension here in Saskatoon than there is out east. And let me just say it, Saskatchewan is a much more conservative province with conservative rooted people. You're going to find the people here more friendly. There's going to be less fighting and bickering, less animosity. People are more helpful. There's more collaboration and there's more cooperation here in Saskatoon because we don't see everything through a political lens. We see our neighbor for what they're worth, our neighbor. Oh, let me throw in one more bonus taboo point. We don't see things through a racial lens here either. If you decide to move to Saskatoon, you're going to have the same opportunity and be treated the same as everybody else. Lastly, point number 5, let's tie it all together, and that's employment. Saskatchewan is set to lead the nation in economic growth over the next several years. We are the economic engine of this country. You want a good job? We have it. You want to start a business? You can. You want to bring your skills here and excel? You're able to. You want to be able to afford a house here? You can afford 6. You want an affordable quality of life? You got it in Saskatoon, because our job market is booming and you will find not only employment here, gainful employment. I have one final question for you. What are you waiting for? I say that with utmost sincerity. Why struggle just to make ends meet? Why struggle day in and day out just to get by in the GTA in Toronto when you can move to Saskatoon and you can thrive? I'll say it one final time. What are you waiting for? Send me a message. Let's have a discovery call today.